Hi everyone, here's my third video explaining why I think we should stay in the EU in the forthcoming referendum. My third reason. My third reason is to do with trade, to do with jobs, and well, a little bit to do with immigration as well. At the moment, the UK, 44% of the UK's exports go to the EU. That's a fact. You can look it up, it's on fullfact.com. 44% of our exports go to the EU. It's a massively important trading partner. If we were to leave the EU, they would impose tariffs on our exports, making them massively uncompetitive. There'd still be fantastic products, but fantastic products also need to be competitive. They need to be value as well as good. So companies would think twice about buying our products. That would have a huge effect. I think that would cost us thousands of jobs. That could risk sending us into a huge recession. In order to get rid of those tariffs, we could negotiate with the EU, but the price of that would be we would have to accept EU rules without being part of the EU, without having the chance to form those rules. We would have to accept things like free movement of people. So in that sense, leaving the EU would not solve immigration at all. Yeah, and the example of that, look at Switzerland. Switzerland not part of the EU. Switzerland thought they could go it alone. For 10 years, throughout the 90s, they paid the tariffs. They traded with the EU and paid the tariffs. It had a disastrous effect on their economy. They suffered a 10-year recession, the longest recession in OECD history. I don't want that to happen to Britain. I think we need to stay in the EU. We need to continue trading with the EU in this free single market. So my first three reasons are these. First of all, we need to stay in the EU to continue collaborating with our EU partners on global problems. We need that. Secondly, for our free movement of people, for our ability to go and work and study and retire in the EU. I cherish that freedom. I think it's a massive, profound freedom, and I cherish it. And thirdly, for our trade and for our jobs, we profit from being in the EU. Those are my first three reasons. More to come. Thank you.